He was interested. Like I see his functions, and I
Hmm.
know he's extroverted.
Yeah.
I just see the TE any or the NETE 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely an ideator
Um.
for sure. All
You
right,
want to start
awesome.
with him first,
Yeah,
since
we'll start with Heiter. Okay, ready?
yep.
The years have changed you, Heiter. You've grown dignified.
To me, that sounds like a nice way of saying old. Truth is, though my body has grown and shrunk, my mind has hardly changed since I was a child. I've pretended to be an adult all my life. I'd like to be a proper grown-up, but I fear I'll pretend until I die. Little ones can't thrive without emotional support. Fern is the hard-working sort. She needs a lot of guidance and a lot of praise.
If you're still a child, then shouldn't you be praised for maintaining this ruse?
I'll have to venture into heaven before I receive my reward.
Well, while you're still here, I could always praise you.
You do that for me? How kind. So how do you intend to praise me? Move on.
That's such a cute scene. I think this points more towards like the FI simulation happening here more than anything than ideation, because he's recognizing like um the values for Fern. I mean, he's also much older now too, so he's definitely more balanced in general.
Now that you mentioned it, he's not really doing much protocol chiefing at all. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not really at all. He's doing it's more of like expansion and possibilities and stuff, and he's aware of like because he has like that NI in the background of NE. Like he's aware of the future for Fern, and that's why he needs Frieren to like take her and like pretty much mentor her, so that way she's taken care of. And so I think that shows a lot of like the Ennead possibilities, but also being him showing his like actually one of these videos you have here, where is it? This one here I think shows more of his FI simulation, like being able to connect with Frieren even though she's so cold.
Well, you know what? Two
Yeah.
gigs. I even heard. Of course, this is after you mentioned it, but I even heard at that point some dreaming like qualities when he was
Yeah.
speaking on being in heaven and stuff like that. There's like some elements of dreaming like qualities. There's like an accepting fix right there.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of mentioned it, but he doesn't really go into protocols from a detached point of view. It's more so an expansion.
Yeah, for sure. This is the one I was. So this is the next one that shows like him praising Frieren, and it's also a very cute scene, very touching. But you see a lot more of that like NEFI going on, um, and the ideation of being able to pick out like because she's not able to see her own strengths and her ability, and she doesn't put a lot of value in them, and he's able to put that value on the different things that she does.
Your life, and I'll tell you about mine.
Forgot the music is so loud. It's so loud. Thank goodness there's freaking subtitles.
I think every
Praise me enough for a lifetime.
Yeah, you see it. I mean, like you see the NEFI and like his ideation as well. There being like, well, what about this though? Like, because she's like, well, it's not really. I don't really have anything to be praiseworthy about. And he's like, well, what about this? And first off, she is hiding that. She didn't want people to know. And so she was surprised that he was able to identify that through her. In
Mhm.
the years that he's with her, he's been attentive and understanding of her, which shows a higher I think, or just feeling judgment
Right.
in general.
Okay, that's a good point.
I mean, in the scene, you could probably say it's like NE, just F in general, because F is going to be noticing things about people in general, whether it's FE or
Mm-hmm.
FI. I think he does a natural ideation over
Yeah.
natural dreaming. So I think it's more of a simulation of FI, which,
Yeah.
you know, he's kind of going through these different storms pretty quickly too. So he's going like NETE,
Yeah.
and then he's going NEFI, seeing how she's functioning, and then he's assimilating with the FI the connection to her and his own. I don't want to say it's like his own morals, but it's his own, like, the way he's attaching to her is more personal. He does an interesting thing where, even though him and Ubel. Wait, you said Ubel was NETE, right?
The NETE, yeah.
Yeah, so
Like
even
him.
though we're
Yeah.
typing them the same, Ubel is also like a psychopath. But like the
That's
way
true.
that they're using FI is very similar in how
Yeah.
the functions are working together. Where
100%.
she's
Yeah.
using like a connection, a way of talking to people as a way of connecting to them with the FI. Or like assimilating to them, like having an understanding of who they are through herself. And he's doing the same thing where he's like, well, I enjoy praise, and he talks to Frieren about being praised. And then that's how that whole conversation comes up, where there's this sense of like relation going on in a more personal direction. I mean, he's been traveling with her for years, he says. She's like, you could tell? And he's like, of course. Like, I know you. I know who you are as an individual. And I know the, way that you work and stuff. So that is not something that I think like a FI anchor person would be able to do. It's definitely an assimilation function, or at least one that's, a conscious function that's being used often.
Right. Even if they did notice it, the FI anchor, they wouldn't actually say it or phrase it in that way.
Yeah, if anything, it'd be more of a way of becoming more of a protocol chief towards that person. Like recognizing these things and then being like, well, here's how this works best for you.
Sure.
Like how you work, this is how it's going to work best for you. And I've already thought of all these things, and I already understand how this structures goes and stuff. So it's more of a detached way. He's actually very... he's very attached with the FI, but the NE is the detachment. So we see him going, a lot of times it's NETE FI consistently throughout these clips, I think.
Which speaks to him being an ideational dreamer.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Take on an apprentice. Fern has potential as a mage, but needs...
Yup. That's him being sneaky. Getting what he wants from her to and also to provide Fern with the somebody to protect her and keep her safe.